Peace, family. What it do? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live and direct. Hey, yo, I want to just give a rebuttal to the mayor of New York, Mr. Eric Adams. So, yesterday, I was at a client's house, and I seen the brother on the news stating that the violence in New York is getting too much. It's getting out of hand. You know, since the cop that got killed in Harlem, you know, new measures and things need to be implemented within the system. And he also blamed it on the newly installed police reform. Let me answer this question to this man. The reason why there's violence at its height in our community is because of the music that you expose us to, the TV shows you have us watching, the lies that you are teaching in school, the lack of education that you're providing for us, lack of resources as far as proper eating, job opportunities, even with all these nonsense mandates. Who you think you are infected? Who you think you are affecting? What you think is going to be the outcome when savages got nothing? What you think is going to be the outcome when all we are exposed to as a colored people is negativity? That's the only light that shines upon us, is negativity. I could take the shirt off my back and give it to somebody, nothing is spoken of. But the minute I disrespect, curse, say something, I'm public enemy number one. So you talking about police reform is the cause for the increased violence. No, the increased violence is the lack of resources, the job opportunities that's not given, the trades that you're not providing, that you're not allowing these young children to partake in. This whole nonsense, oh, go to school, get an education. You know why the majority of colored people drop out of school? We drop out of school because the things that we're being taught doesn't interest us. I had to fight myself to get myself a degree. Because subconsciously, I know everything that was taught to me was nothing but lies, fabricated lies. And when you're teaching me something with some type of truth, it's always to justify the position of the white man. No disrespect, but this is the truth. So when you see these young boys seeing their mom can't get money, seeing their moms losing their job because they refuse to put a vaccine or shot inside of them because they don't know what the outcome may be. They're not going to play Russian roulette with their lives. They'd rather be alive to be with their children than to be in a situation where they're going to be suffering for the rest of their life. So when you saying it's the police reform, the violence at an all-time high, these so-called colored people is out of line. We're not out of line. We actually not. This is how we express our frustration. We are frustrated. We are tired of your lies. We are tired of you guys making money off our distress. Okay? Who owns the drugs? Who owns the factories that makes the drugs? The seeds. Who owns it? Show me a colored person that owns it. Who owns the guns? Who owns the factories? Who owns the television, the radio stations? Who owns all these networks? Who owns it? And you got the audacity to say is the police reform? No, it's the people that hide your ass and put you in that seat to be the front runner, to be the face, to be the destruction of the community. I can see all through you, fam. I can see all through you, fam. I already know what you're here to do. You are the crack of the 80s. You are the design to destroy every colored community in New York City. Anybody that's not down with the nonsense is going to be taken down, and you're going to be the face to do it. I know. Make it make sense. Everything is strategic, people. But don't get mad because my community is the way it is, and making it seem like we're some animals and savages. What you think is gonna happen to somebody that don't have nothing? To turn on the TV and all we see is glorification, money this, having that, women this, car that. That's all we exposed to. Where's our mountains? Where's our TV networks? Where BET is not even black no more. Everything that's in BET is nothing but entertainment to have you laughing with an educational sense. We don't want to just know about Martin Luther King. He had a dream and he got shot. Now what? Now what? So when I hear you brothers talking this nonsense, talking about the streets is crazy, go talk to your boss. Tell your boss, I don't like what you're doing to my people. Take a stand like JFK did. But you scared? Because you know they're going to clip your ass. So you try to switch the narrative and make it seem like these young boys is out here wilding for no reason. These young boys is only following what they are exposed to, what they are being told to do. By who? By these private prisons that's funded and run by your handler, your boss, Mr. Adams? Huh? Huh? Your handlers, your boss. You answer it to somebody. They're the ones that's causing our community to be like this. They're the ones that's causing our community to be in a impoverished state. We all want to make money. We all want to live life. But if everybody start making money, then we're going to end up getting too close to the oppressors. We're going to end up getting too close to your boss. They don't want that. They want these niggas in jail. They want these niggas in jail. So no, Mr. Adams, I'm sorry that you gotta miss me with the nonsense. What the community needs is a real leader, a righteous leader. Our education needs to be taken down. We no longer want to hear about heathens, pagan teachings. I do not want to hear about another Caucasian conquering. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Teach me that rich African, that rich Israel knowledge. That's what I want. That's what we deserve. Having grown men in classrooms to process. Don't you know we are hands-on individuals? God created man to be hands-on. We're not supposed to be sitting here taking notes, clogging our memory, see if we're going to remember. No, we need to be in the field. That's why we're successful in sports, because we need to be hands-on. Stop with all that. You want to change our community? You want to fix it? This is what you do. How about you stop? How about you make a phone call to all these networks and say we no longer going to be promoting violence, drugs, murder, sex. Tell them we don't want to hear that stupid music. You don't want to hear all that drill nonsense. These rappers in New York now are called New York drill rappers. The heck is that? New York never followed suit to anything that any other region in America ever did. We stood on our own. Now we want to be drill rappers. And it's garbage, by the way. So no, Mr. Adams, we're not trying to hear that. Don't blame the police reform. Go blame your boss. Take this situation to your boss and tell your boss you are destroying my community. Tell your boss you destroying my community and you need to leave us alone. Leave us alone. I'm going to leave it as that. And as long as you keep these negativity in front of us, all we're going to portray is negativity. You forgot? We the people that don't have no history. We got no heritage. Our thought, and we just follow suit to what we seem as hot, what we seem as normal, because we put trust into you and your system, and yet again you have failed us. It's your brother, man. Peace.